First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the visitor's sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he gets it to Bolden. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
In motion right is Addison. Mason going to get it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. To the air with McCarthy. He finds Boulder.
McCarthy's pass complete to number 83.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
McCarthy's pass.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Vikings offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw McCarthy. He lets one go, deep for Addison. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now they'll stop play here at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. He's got it to Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
180. On 4th down, Goff. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but You think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On play action, now McCarthy. And Bolden brings it in, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20
play, Mason. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
To number 83. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Toss play to Mason. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Mason hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Lions 7.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. So he stopped for no gain. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Goff. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Montgomery back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
On play action, McCarthy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3. At their
throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Bolden. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Minnesota.
Running left, Mason. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the
here now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Throwing again, McCarthy. On the screen, this is Mason. Touchdown! Jordan Mason. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's Williams on the catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
That's good.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down. To the air with McCarthy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before break here. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He was able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
He was brought down at
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll run on first down. Clinton. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Being chased out left. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
23 yards. First down, Vikings.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here's McCarthy.
And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start up. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. To the right goes Mason. Down to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 4. And it's
McCarthy is set to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a loss of
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Goff now looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there. 50 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
27, Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings offense and Jordan Addison headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
To Jordan Addison. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 60 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
You give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well. but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is 2nd and 8. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
9 yards. That's good for a Lions.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Porter Jr. on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Powers through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's another Lions. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Gets past one man. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 8, 2:18 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5 yards.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
2nd and 15.
And he can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, if you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. They probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
and the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 15 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings.
And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now McCarthy.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
7 yards. And it's third down.
And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Lions,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.